Hello and welcome to Streamdorm. I am Adedayo, and this is where we talk about movie news from the international scenes to the national scenes. And we have so many interesting movie news that we have to talk about, right from Monday down to today being Wednesday. Um, by Friday we should have another set of news. On probably Sunday we should have another set of news. So what you have to do for me is to make sure that you are subscribed, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and if you find this video interesting, please make sure you share because we have so many movie news that we are going to talk about. And let me just quickly point this out before we move right into the conversation. So we put out a review for To Kill a Monkey, and obviously this isn't my review, but this is for my friend Steven Ibrahim, who is also like the co-founder of Streamdorm, and you guys can check out the full review on streamdom.com. I'm just going to go right to the end to the summary. We gave this this it's not a movie actually, this is a series. So we gave this series like 8/10, and the conclusion is To Kill a Monkey is a sharp, emotional, resonant, and stylistic, confident series. It is not just about cybercrime, it's about the personal cost of chasing shortcuts in a world that offers so few long roads. With a career-defining performance from William Benson, a pitch-perfect villain from Butch Franklin, and a director who continues to evolve and challenge herself, this is one of Nollywood's most relevant thrillers in recent years. In the world of the monkeys, survival is never free, and sometimes the hardest person to escape is yourself. I love the way you put this review down from the structure to the whole conclusion. And this is why I actually make videos, because if I'm to go into writing, I do my best, but compared to the way he structure his own writing, it's actually far better than me. So I'm going to start watching To Kill a Monkey from tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening. Then I'll see if I can finish it by Friday, but I still have a lot of work to do, so I won't be able to have time to it for it. But I believe that To Kill a Monkey is actually a great watch that anybody and everybody can actually go see. So I would do recommend that you guys go watch To Kill a Monkey, and it is a Stream Dome certified movie. So go watch it out. Go watch it rather. So let me just move straight into it. So we have so many interesting things to talk about when it comes to box office and how the box office have been doing over the week. So I'm not going to talk much about like the whole entire box office and give a full box office breakdown. But I have some interesting box office things I want to talk about. And one of them being Fantastic Four um sorry, F4 box office here in Nigeria. And right now, what we have here is that F4 has cost 133.9 million naira at the Nigerian box office. Now, mind you, this is just what the Nigerian box office is saying. And internationally, it is at $467 million. So it's doing well. It's doing well internationally when it comes to the all dollar rate. But right now it is at 133.9 million naira. That is in naira, and I think right now it's like the seventh highest grossing movie in the worldwide box office. So that's something that is beautiful. And it's interesting to see that Nigerians are taking interest in F1. Now, Nigeria is a country where it's more about football, and that's like our main focus. But right now, we are doing well when it comes to focusing on other things. And also the Nigerian box office, we also have Sinners, which is at 775 million naira. That's for the entire theatrical run. So I talked about it. So I just want to like point out again. So the entire West Africa theatrical run, Sinners, it's at 775 million naira, And when it comes to international box office, under 315 or something when it comes to the global box office. And one more thing I want to talk about is on the Nigerian box office is Ori. Now, Ori, Ori, yeah, is currently um, one of the. Where's my Twitter slow? Ori, the rebirth has overtaken Captain America Brave New World, which was at 418.5 million, and now it's Uri is at 419 million naira, and that the number is still growing. And towards the end of the week, we're able to see what the movie what all the movie has performed. So in it's currently like the second highest grossing film of the year, and Sinners being number one. And it's interesting to see that people are going to the cinema and actually doing well. So, like I said, this is just naira conversion, and the first being Sinners, then the second one being Ori, then the third being Captain America: Brave New World. This is an interesting thing to see at the Nigerian box office. So I want to move down to the international box office to talk about Jurassic World Rebirth. And Jurassic World Rebirth is currently I think it's currently at 600 yeah, it's close to 700, probably 701 at the worldwide box office. But domestically, it has passed $280 million, and that's something that is interesting to see. So this is the kind of thing I love about this Jurassic World is that no matter what people have been saying about it, oh, Jurassic World is it's not going to make that much, it's going to be bad, blah blah blah. I love the fact that Jurassic World Rebirth is actually proving everyone wrong. For those that, even for myself, who I was still a bit skeptical, and for people that were like, "Oh, this movie that I support is going to do more than expected," but I do love that it's still doing its own thing slowly but surely. It's going to get there. Now, maybe it will not get there as fast as people are expecting, but give it time. This movie came out like 3 weeks ago, so but yeah, I think 3 weeks ago. So it's doing it's no 4 weeks ago. So it's doing no, it's 3 weeks ago. So it's doing all right at the global box office, and these are the things that I love to see. And also at talking about the international box office is Superman has also grossed $250 million at the domestic box office, and that was what it made on Tuesday. So we have to see by Friday. I think they are saying that it's going to have passed $500 million. So we don't know how that's going to be by Friday, but we know that right now it's doing well at 250 million dollars when it comes to the domestic box office. So the only issue this movie is facing is that when it comes to people outside America, how are they seeing or perceiving Superman or superhero movies in general? Now I told you in Nigeria we have the first one being Sinners, the second one being Uri, then the third one being um, F1. So we see that superhero movie, though it's doing well, but there are people internationally that have taken superhero movies as things that are more childish and not really. Some are taking childish, some are taking it political. So it depends on where they stand. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to are people eating enough to be able to care about these movies? If they don't, there's no problem. I think yesterday I made it like a bit of controversial tweet on Twitter saying that movies should stay in theaters for 6 months. But like the box office and everything, everything. I get that, but at the same time, if like let's say for instance, someone that is working all their life and they are looking for how to spend their money, if they know that the whole entire system of movies is that within 2 months or within 3 months, the movies is going to be out in digital anyway, or it's going to be available to buy at the stores, then there's no point of actually going to the cinema. But if it's worth time, if they give it like a longer period and it's worth the hype and everything, then people actually go to cinemas. So that will be all for now for the box office and what the box office have been doing. But I'm going to actually touch more on it. I Fantastic Four, they are predicting they're going to around 230 to 250 at the global box office when the movie come out. So we have like 2 days. I think some people now in some countries can go and watch it for their preview, and I think from yesterday people are already watching it. So we have to wait and see how Fantastic Four is going to behave. Mind you, it doesn't have like the loud marketing Superman ad, and but what it does have is the backing of Disney, and we are waiting for to see how the movie do perform. So let's see how that's going to what's going to happen at the box office. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure you comment your thoughts. I would love to know what you guys think about the box office. What exactly made you like shock you so far? What movie are you seeing to perform well? Put your thought down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Now, so moving on, we have to talk on Fantastic Four, which but before we go to the Fantastic Four, I would love to talk about some movies that you guys can watch this weekend or this week. Mind you, this is Nigerian movies, so if you want to, these are Nigerian movies or series. So if you want to stay for it, you guys can please stay for it. Wait to the end. But this is from Post Nigeria. You guys can go check out their website. So we have a few movies on this list. One is Loki Adults, and you can check it out on YouTube. You just search for Loki Outdoors and it should be available on YouTube. Then the other one is Diary of a Virgin Boy, which you can also find on YouTube. Then The Lost Days, which you can find on Prime Video, and we have Close of Business, which you can find on African Magic and Showmax. We also have Freedom Way, which is currently in cinemas, national theaters around Nigeria. So those are like 5 movies you guys can watch this weekend. So mind you, Low Key, Adults, and Diary of a Virgin Boy are available on YouTube. So just search them on YouTube and you'll be able to watch the movies, like I said. And if you are using Prime Videos, you can watch Lost Days. And if you are using Showmax, you can watch Close of Business. Then the rest are on cinemas where you can find them. So which of this movie do you recommend people to see if you've already watched them? If you have your review, put that in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. And also, if you have any movie you want to recommend for others, put that in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. Moving on, let's talk about some Marvel news. And the first one I would love to talk about is this Fantastic Four. So far, like I said earlier on, I said that it's tracking around 250 at maximum at the global box office. So why is my phone? Why is my internet slow? In the meantime, I would love to. The Metacritic of Fantastic Four is around 78. So then the Rotten Tomatoes is currently at 86. So basically, what's happening is that Fantastic Four it's actually tracking well when it comes to its audience. People are loving it. People are loving the way the direction to which Marvel are taking their movies, and it's an interesting thing to see. So this is like the prediction from global box office. So what they are saying is that they are the movie is currently projecting to 24 to 27 at the previews. Then they are tracking to open 120 and 140 at the domestic box office. Then I think I saw somewhere that is 240 to 250 at the global box office. And like I said, the Metacritic is 73, and the Rotten Tomatoes is currently at, I think, 88. I think it was earlier that I reported it was at 86 then. It's interesting to see that even with more reviews um, from critics, which is currently at 161, it's gaining traction. And mind you, if you check the previous Fantastic Four, they are lower than 50. I think the lowest being 9. So it's interesting to see that there is actually a Fantastic Four that people want to go and see, and audiences and critics are also loving it. And I think let me just point out, let me read two reviews. This one from Sandra Hall. The action is spectacular as you would expect, which doesn't mean that it's particularly suspenseful, but the film's success lies in the fact that it puts the fun back into the franchise. Then trying to open this. This is slow, but this is actually a bad review from a critic. So the interesting thing about both Fantastic Four and Superman is that they are bringing back funness, as funness as in they're bringing back fun into the genre of superhero. And for some time we've been seeing that superhero movies and superhero medias are always too dark, too over the top, trying to prove that, oh, we have to make this movie for adults and stuff like that, and make it too serious. But superhero movies are not to be taken too seriously because they don't really make sense. You get like seeing someone flying, seeing someone with stretchy powers, seeing someone that can turn invisible. These things that are beyond logic. So putting your everyday logic into stuff like that doesn't really make any sense. So I love the fact that what I've been seeing so far from both Fantastic Four and Superman is that they are bringing back this attitude of let's go back to that fun things that we always love. And I saw an interview with the director Matt Jackman, and I saw the way he talk, and I think this is what made someone like James Gunn successful is that there is a kind of creative that takes the source material seriously. They read comics. So when they transfer that knowledge and that love for that project into the actual thing, then it becomes something interesting. And one thing I also read was that Pedro Pascal, even though a lot of people are being critical about him, he was one of the standouts to make to even shut people down that hey um that I'm worth it. And interestingly, there's someone made a point. Though I had my issue with him, not because I feel that he's bad or so, but it's because of um the overexposure and stuff like that. But someone made a point that people are acting as if Pedro Pascal is someone that they are forcing. It's like all these industry plants, which is not true. I did not watch Game of Thrones before, but I was watching Game of Thrones, and on one of the episodes of Game of Thrones, Pedro Pascal was there, and if you check so many movies back to back, not recent movies, not movies of the last 2 years, as in movies or shows of the last 5 years, you will see that Pedro Pascal has been in so many shows and so many movies, and he has taken on different roles that is not even making that not make him an A-list actor that he is today. And you see from Wonder Woman, and you see from so many old shows and old movies, and you see that he's someone that actually deserves the hype because it's not about life. Right now, what you're doing may not be the biggest, may not blow up like that, but at some point when your success start coming, people start wondering that it is becoming too much and it is becoming suspicious, and probably there's someone backing you up somewhere. That is something that has happened to Pedro Pascal. You are someone that has been doing this thing and he has been putting in the work. And right now, the success is already coming back for him. So No matter what you want to say, no matter all your excuse and all your hate, or no matter how you don't feel about him, he undoubtedly has earned um he has earned he has earned to get to this position, and he has earned all the success and all the praises that he deserves. So this is something that I love for him. So I want to wrap this up with this um from this news from Avengers Tuesday. So basically, what they are trying to say is that Chris Hemsworth is going to be the lead. Is going to be part of the leading role. Not that it's going to be the lead, but it's part of the leading role. As in, it's going to be one of the main focus of this Avengers Doomsday. And there's something that I love to hear, especially the fact that he has been in Avengers and he has been in the MCU for a very long time. So it doesn't really matter what role they give him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter the position. I think at this point in time, he deserves everything that comes to him because he has been in MCU. He has been loyal to Marvel. So I think he deserves to be part of the leading role and in fact even part of the important characters because it will be sad for him after all these years. He goes back to just being a background character. So please leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think about this MCU news? What are you expecting for the Avengers Doomsday that is coming in, and also for Fantastic Four? So please leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you have any question, put it in the comment section below. Before we continue, I would love to say that if you have any business and you want to promote your business on our platform, you can reach us to us at business@streamdorm.com, or you can search for a Streamdorm or Streamdorm underscore. You say Streamdorm Field News or just Streamdorm or Streamdorm Music or whatever something Streamdorm related. You can even start check me out at the Robots, and you can bring your business for me to promote to this platform. So please do that, which we would appreciate. So I would love to wrap this up with some news from the DCU or DC in general, which is James Gunn news. I said James Gunn, James Gunn studio platform. First of all, I'll talk about Booster Gold. So right now we know that there's actually someone that is writing Booster Gold. We know that before, but the person that was writing it like not that he backed out, but he transferred it to David Jenkins. I can't remember his own name. So we've known Vusago as part of the initial James Gunn announcement. And my problem with the announcement that DC studios have been making for the past God knows how many months is that they just keep on announcing projects, and the fear is that some of these projects will not see the light of the day. So I would say that the first announcement that they've made, those 10 11-ish project that they announced. I would love for them to have been flushed out and to have got it to the green light stage. So that's personally what I want. So it's good to know that we have David Jenkins who is currently writing the pilot, and the news is that if the pilot is being received well, they are going to is going to be the showrunner and is going to probably write the entire thing, or it's going to give another person to write the entire thing. But is right now just doing the pilot episode for HBO Max, which is going to be a series. And I also got the news that Kumal Nanjiani is not the one playing Booster Gold. Now, my thought is that if Kumal is not playing Booster Gold, that maybe he's playing Skit and is going to appear in Peacemaker. But I was thinking, how would they put him in Peacemaker? Because we know that he has been with the cast during the Superman when they finished filming Superman. So he was with the cast. So what I'm thinking in my head is that he is in Peacemaker somewhere because we don't see him in Superman. So he's in Peacemaker somewhere playing a particular role. Probably is something that we didn't expect. And it's just going to be like a cameo kind of thing. But it's going to be something we did not really expect or something that we not really notice or put our mind to it. So basically That what I feel about it. Or it's still going to be attached to a project that is coming very very soon that we still have no idea. But either way, I believe that it's part of DC Studios, and we are going to see him very very soon. Yeah, another news is Clayface. So what we know about Clayface is that it's a combination of both Matt Egin and Bossy Carlos stories with some new characters and everything. This actress from Mickey 17, who was like the female lead, Naomi Aki, she's reportedly part of the top choice to star as a female lead, which is that doctor that the Matt Agin from Clayface, the Matt Agin character, is going to fall in love with, and she also has a fiance. This I do believe, whether or not she gets picked, I believe that it's going something that is capable, that is capable of happening. Being the fact that the last movie she filmed, she was starred in was a Warner Brothers movie. So this is something that uh, I do expect for it to happen. So I would love for this to happen, and genuinely can't wait to see where Clayface is going. Especially the fact that it's another genre and it's not the same superhero or the same villain thing. So you're just going to feel different, and you'll not even, if you're a casual fan, you may not know that you're actually watching a Clayface movie. At least that is what they told us. So there's something that I would love to see where it's going. Another thing is Jimmy Olsen series. So like play, I thought that this is going to be like yeah, joking, or it's going to be a Daily Planet show, which in my own head I still want it to be a Daily Planet series. But so far they're still doing something with it. And the last news we got from Jeff Snyder was that they are trying to introduce Gorilla God into Jimmy Olsen series. Now, we've seen Gorilla God in Creature Commandos, and to be interesting to see him being adapted and not just be like a cameo or a character that I just put by the side. So we'd love to see where that one goes, that one goes to, and what they are planning to do with Jimmy Olsen, Gorilla God. But I genuinely want like a Daily Planet thing where everybody interacts. But if they are going with Jamie Olsen, no problem. I would love to sit back and relax. So this is like problem. One of the problems I also have, like this project, we don't know that it was coming, but somehow it's getting fast track and it's getting pushed into our faces. I still want those projects that they initially announced, like voila, the authority. I want to see where those things are going to and what they are going to do with it. But if they say Jimmy Olsen is what they want to do next, it is not my business. It's not my complaint. All I have to do is hope that they deliver and it's something that I enjoy. Because if it doesn't come out well, I'm not going to be spending my money to see it. So I'm just like you. I'm not forcing myself to go to spend. I'm not going to force myself to go see it. I may consume it, give my thoughts on it, and that'll just be it. So we'll see where that leads to. And let me talk also about Wonder Woman. So the person who wrote Supergirl, who is currently writing Teen Titans, is also going to write Wonder Woman. Her name is Anna Noguera. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. So she is going to be the writer of Wonder Woman. And the last news I heard about Teen Titans was that the script was submitted, which was by Jeff Snyder, by the way. So it's not me that come with it. I'm not saying in the United States. So the last news I heard was that the script of Teen Titans has been submitted. So I'd love to see where Teen Titans actually going, and we'll see where Wonder Woman is also going. Teen Titans was also part of things that they announced, and I would love to see where they're actually taking this thing to. So that would be an interesting thing to see. And the last thing when it comes to DC Studio that I want to talk about here is they filed some trademark, one being Mr. Miracle, one being Mr. Fantastic, and the last one being the Mighty Crab Joys, which is like the in-universe band. They filed trademark for it, so nobody else can use the name. So the category of the trademark is motion picture, which is movies or series, entertainment services, which is anything entertainment at all, comic books, toys, and apparel. So you can use the name for anything outside of this, but if it's for this, then you can't use the name. So Mr. Miracle, if they are actually taking of Mr. Miracle, they've already announced it. So the animation, I would want for it to be around 2028, 2029. Then Mr. Terrific, I don't want a solo Mr. Terrific project as much as they want to do it. I don't want a solo Mr. Terrific project. Only if they plan that a solo Mr. Terrific project is going to focus on Mr. Terrific, then it's going to focus on him building the team and forming his team, leading to the Terrific TV show. If that's what they're going to do, then I'm fine by it. If not, I don't know how I feel about the saloon certificate project, but let's see how that goes and let's see what that eventually leads up to. So that'll be all for my DC studio news and DC news. Um, Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Please share your thoughts about this news from DC and DC Studios, and let me know your thoughts. So before I go, I'll just talk about some of the scenes that the series that I watched so far this week. One being Motherboard. I was surprised that no one told me about that Motherboard. Though I saw some clips online, and I had to go and check it out myself, and I found that it was actually interesting. So I would love for you guys to go check it. It's on Apple TV, Apple TV Plus rather. So I would love for you guys to go check that Motherboard. I finished the first Superman, which was actually good. The Superman one, not the black and white one, not Superman the moment, but the Christopher Reeve Superman. I loved it, and I love the fact that the way the word powers that Superman have is in it, and they did some well. They said they did well to overemphasize the power. And what's in my mind is that I want to see those weird powers that Superman use in those movies to bring for them to bring it back into this day and age, which is actually going to make more sense. And I do hope it's done perfectly well. So something I want to watch. I'll be watching Secret Level. So I think I'll finish it tomorrow. I don't know, or probably this weekend. I will finish Secret Level and I'll just talk about it a quick bit. Then probably this weekend, when I do have time, I'm going to actually watch a movie and bring out a full movie review. But movies that have been out already or movies that are new. I'm not doing watch along. So we'll see that when we see probably on Friday or Sunday. So expect so make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like, make sure you comment. Let's keep this party rolling and let's build up this community. So reach out to us on business@streamdorm.com if you have any business or any information. Then follow at Streamdorm. Check out our website at streamdorm.com. You can also subscribe to our newsletter. If you do check out Streamdorm.com, you will subscribe to our newsletter and be getting some of our weekly newsletter which drops on Friday or